Hi guys, welcome to the first part of this week's Coffee In Here. Should we take you through what's new in this week in terms of graphic novels, collections, manga, all the rest. First off, before we jump in, just want to say a massive thanks to everybody who came down on Free Comic Book Day. It was the biggest day in the store's history, both financially, purchase-wise, footfall-wise, feedback-wise. Everybody left happy, everyone enjoyed the discounts. We obviously had in all of the Free Comic Book Day titles and loads of them, so hopefully none of you guys missed out with that stuff. But yeah, it surprises me every year just how busy it is. You know, you see people on Free Comic Book Day that you maybe don't see the rest of the year, which is not exactly what it's designed to be. You know, it's obviously designed to attract new customers to the store, and you know, by and large, we do seem to do that every year, and it allows us to grow. So a genuine heartfelt thanks to everybody who came, and hopefully you enjoyed the store, and hopefully we'll see you in the future. We'll have another event lined up, I'm sure, not too far away. You know, we like to celebrate our year anniversaries as well, so we're coming up on 7 years very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that. We'll do a few events and a few discounts and bits and pieces of that as well. So yeah, exciting times ahead. Really can't complain. Hopefully have one or two signings in the back pocket to announce sooner rather than later, so we'll see. But anyway, yeah, just to jump on to what's in this week. So obviously we've been doing massive orders the last few weeks, you know, making sure the store was as stocked as possible for Free Comic Book Day. So it's not the biggest of orders, but there's a lot of quality here. So we'll jump straight in. So we have, first of all, the graphic novel collection for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. So this is part of a banner that IDW have been doing, Saturday Morning Adventures, with some nostalgic greats. So they've been doing Dungeons and Dragons, Saturday Morning Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Saturday Morning Adventures. So it's a 5-issue miniseries in general, and then they just keep doing like new volumes of it, for example. So yeah, that is the collection of the 5 issues together. Got a little bit of Power Rangers in this week. So we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Recharged. This is the most recent run. We got volumes 3 and 4 in. I'm trying to build up the Power Rangers stuff a wee bit more, as it does seem to be in demand. Speaking of nostalgia done right, Transformers hits trade this week. This has been phenomenal. Everything from the art from Daniel Warren Johnson, to the writing, to being a great jumping on point for people who've never even heard of Transformers. Yes, there are some people, believe it or not. But this has been absolutely phenomenal. It's part of the new Energon universe, of course. All the linked titles together with the likes of the G.I. Joe stuff, like Duke, for example, like Cobra Commander. You know, all this Energon universe links up, Void Rivals. So if you want to jump into Transformers, no better time to do it than now. It's 6 issues in total, all collected there. Another series I wanted to make sure I got in, because I'm really, really loving this series. It's on issue 14 of 15. We've just got the finale to go. It's called Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. So it's very much a post-apocalyptic book. It is all about a girl who used to be in the Scouts, very well prepared, very, very much a realist. And she bumps into, in this barren landscape, a dreamer, a guy who can invent. They fall in love and they try to set up their own new sort of utopia. And of course, these things never go well. Well, they go well in the beginning, but you know, they eventually go down, taper off. But a phenomenal book so far. Jason Aaron's writing. He gets a different artist for each story arc. So the first book is mostly done by Alexandre Tefenkgi. The second one is Leila Del Duca. And then the third one is predominantly Nick Dracota. So brilliant book. Highly, highly recommend it. And it'll be 3 volumes in total by the time it is finished in trade. Next up is the Army of Darkness versus Reanimator, Necronomicon Rising. So this was a 5-issue miniseries released through Dynamite Comics. They've done a couple of Army of Darkness Reanimator crossovers before, so another volume to that. This is a lovely hardcover that should have been in last week. I may have mentioned it in the video, I think. Basically, there were convention exclusives, so there was Killer Be Killed and there was Witches. Killer Be Killed came in last week, but Witches did not, but it is now in this week. Witches is a fantastic book. Scott Snyder, Jock, a little bit of a re-examination of witches in the modern world. I believe it's currently being adapted for an animated movie or not an animated movie, an animated series on Amazon, which I know Snyder is part of the writing team, and Jock, I think, is part of the art team. But yeah, highly, highly recommended, and a lovely hardcover finish on that. Next up, a couple of Joker books in. We've been selling well through these the last few weeks. There's been a couple of different Joker series, but I also wanted to showcase these just to showcase the difference. So first of all, Joker came back a couple of years ago with a series by James Tynion IV and Guillaume March. That was built around the idea of a powerful group of people approaching a now retired Commissioner Gordon and offering him a lot of money to kill the Joker. You know, if you think of all the stuff the Joker has done to Gordon's family, crippling his daughter, you know, killing his wife, all this stuff. It was a story that made sense for a guy who had devoted his entire life to, you know, maintaining order. But he was now retired, nothing to lose, everyone forgotten about all the work he did. But anyway, brilliant series, outran 15 issues, which is 3 volumes. But then after that, a new series started, which was called The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, which was all to do with there being a couple of different Jokers, a Joker and a Joker imposter, so to speak. So it's just important to know that if you're picking these up, they haven't done a great job, I have to say, with their logos. The logos are almost identical. Obviously on the sides, you've got 1 and 1. It'd just be easy to get confused and get like number 1 of this series, but number 2 of this series. This is a 3-volume set. This is a 2-volume set. But if you're ever unsure, of course, just ask in store. But as I say, it's just I thought it was worth mentioning because everything, the spine design, the logo, as I say, it looks like it's the same series. So just a little bit of a heads up. A few manga volumes in this week as well. So first of all, we've got a couple of One Pieces. We've got One Piece 105. And then we've also got One Piece Ace's Story number 1. And then these two, I'm just showing 1 volume, but we've actually got runs in. So we've got Naruto, single greatest anime in history. Don't at me. We've got the first 27 volumes all in. We'll be going all on the shelves this week, but just to show off volume 1. And then we also have Chainsaw Man, and we've got the first 11 volumes of that. Again, all going on the shelves this week. Next up, definitely a biggie this week, is the Nightwing and Night in Bloodhaven Compendium 1. So this has been long in demand. It's something that DC are starting to commit to a lot at the moment, which is compendiums. They did a Kyle Rayner one recently. They did a Batman Beyond one recently. There's Nightwing. There's I think there's a Tim Drake Robin one coming up as well soon. But what it is, it's basically going back to like the early runs of these characters. This is stuff that's been long out of print and really hard to find. So what this contains is Nightwing Volume 1, which was just a 4-issue miniseries. Then Nightwing Volume 2, 1 to 25. And then you've got a bunch of tie-in stuff as well. You've got annuals, you've got Wizard Presents, you've got Nightwing and Huntress 1 to 4, some Green Arrow issues, Robin issues, some tie-in issues, that kind of thing. Pretty comprehensive and a great price point as well. So 55 on this. If this was an omnibus, for example, that'd be around the £90 mark. So it's nice that DC are doing these slightly lower cost alternatives for these great runs. And yeah, we got a few of those in, but they're already going fast because people are sort of asking for it at the last minute. So we'll have a couple of copies of that left still for this week. Next up, back in stock, is The Crow. Lovely special edition here done by Titan Books. Again, one of the best, definitely one of the most notorious graphic novels of all time, I would say. And also holds the title of being the second graphic novel I ever bought, which I still have around here somewhere. But yeah, absolute classic. Everybody knows the story of The Crow. Judge it on this, not the upcoming movie that looks like a piece of trash. Next up, Sirens of the City. So 6-issue miniseries this was. This is art by Kai Randolph and written by Joanne Starrer. Yeah, urban magic type title. Had really, really cool art. Kai Randolph is definitely an artist to keep an eye on in the upcoming. Next up, we have Enfield Gang Massacre, just back in stock. Again, keeps selling out. You know, people love them some westerns, especially when they're as quality as this. So just back in stock this week as well. And then we finish off with another DC, almost, you know, compendium size, which is 52 volume 1. So revolutionary, DC's groundbreaking publication of the weekly comic 52 tells the story of a missing year in the DC universe in real time. So Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman are nowhere to be found. But yeah, it was 4 of the most critically acclaimed writers in comics. Jeff Johns, Grant Morrison, Greg Rucka, and Mark Waid are joined by artist Keith Giffen and a host of others to create this event. So this is going to be split into 2. So this is the first 26 issues, volume 1. Volume 2 will not be far behind as well, but definitely worth a read there as well. I recently got that in single issues and I really must tear into it. So yeah, so that is it for this week in terms of new stuff into the store. We will have our single issue video as normal later. Just a quick heads up, anybody that sent off CGC stuff with us, they should be back next week. But of course, we'll get in touch when they arrive. Other than that, everything's all good. So look forward to seeing you guys in the store throughout the week. Hope you're keeping well out there. Again, a big thanks for Free Comic Book Day. And we'll hopefully see you soon. Take it easy.